think it's just meant to be brilliant, is some fuzzy balls. Hello and welcome back. I am in one of my 2 storage garages, and I've already handpicked some items to show you today. The flavor of the day, or the theme I should say, is autumn. Autumn. Welcome, and if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Julie. I'm a longtime picker and thrifter, buyer and seller of vintage antiques, unique, secondhand, and pre-loved items. And I like to, with you, pick some of my items that are here in storage, show them, sometimes brag about them, before I get them listed into my eBay store. My eBay store is ATTIC TREASURES FLEA MARKET. Let's see, today, as I show you some items, I'm also going to talk about how sometimes selling on eBay can be a waiting game. It's a matter sometimes of the right buyer, the right price, and I'll talk more about that. But let's talk about autumn. Have you started decorating for fall yet? I have not. Here in Maine, I believe that a lot of people tend to hold off until after Labor Day. Our summers are short, and we try to cherish every day. But I know that those of you who are in warmer climates, that you can't wait until autumn comes. And I didn't realize that so much until my husband and I got a place in Texas where we winter. And I have friends down there that have already put out their autumn decor. And it's not even the end of August yet. This, if you watched one of my videos recently on when I went delving into one of my candlestick shelves, I found this, and this is beautiful for autumn. It's got the cornucopia, pumpkins, some autumn leaves. It is a tea light holder, glass. I don't know the maker, and it holds a tea light perfectly. I suppose you could also put a votive in there. Another one of those candles that I found when I dug through my mess. And if you haven't seen that video yet, I encourage you to do that. It was a shelf that I had just kept on shoving things in, and I finally got around to cleaning it out, straightening it up, and I found some nice treasures. This is a unique candle with some petals. I'll show you the bottom. It's jasmine scented. The maker, I'm not going to pronounce this well, Aroshika. But that is really unique. And another candle that I found when I was picking through that shelf was this pillar. And I love these colors, that modeling of the sticker on the bottom here. New wick, new candle. That's nice. Now, I was a little conservative when I introduced autumn today. I'm not yet into my, crazy pumpkins. The pumpkins and the colors that I've chosen today, I don't know, one of my favorite colors for autumn is the yellow. And whether it's like a mustard yellow, a mottled yellow, a gourd yellow. Now what I'm showing you here, there was a sticker on this at one time. This is what's called a Martha Stewart pumpkin. I had gotten several of these a couple years ago. And this is the one that I have remaining. I love this. It is, I would say it's hollow. It's a combination of ceramic and some kind of other medium because it's not overly heavy. If it were all ceramic, this would be a lot heavier. But it's so realistic. Look at that stem. And again, I just love love that color. So the oranges, you'll start to see the oranges and some of my crazy pumpkins in the coming weeks. Today, I think I went with the golden yellows. Now, right beneath me, you don't see this, is I've got this big, huge drawer just full of utensils. And when I was setting up, I saw this Tupperware set. It's a 5-cup set. And, whoop. And it is Tupperware. And Tupperware is hot these days. So I guess I better strike while the iron is hot. But it's a great set. I just tied a string around it to keep it all together. But that is very nice. I don't have any Tupperware myself, to be honest with you. So this is a beautiful reticulated plate. The gold around its edges has been pretty much worn off. And even some of the transferware has some areas of wear. But I love transferware plates. There is no mark on its bottom. But it's the design, it's the floral, it's the browns that really captivate me. I lost one of my pears. Guess I better show you them. These are just some, styrofoam decor pears. Despite the fact that they're so small, they really do look pretty real. I got those out. And then when I was doing my candlestick shelf, the shelf above it had this, and I didn't even see it until after the video I made. But this is probably a candle riser. It's got the sunflowers, it's ceramic, no identifying marks. This might be, I do not know, like Yankee Candle or from one of the candle maker companies, but it's the sunflowers. It would hold one of the Yankee Candle jars or a big pillar, I guess, or a plant, whatever you wanted. But I do, this is the season for sunflowers, so. Now I have a couple of bouquets here, a little explanation. They are faux. I had a booth, 1 or 2 booths over a period of 17 years, and during those 17 years, I always used to, whenever I saw florals that really captured my eye, I would always decorate my booth with florals, appropriate for the season. And now I don't have these booths anymore. So I've been, as the seasons have been passing, I've been trying to get them listed up in my eBay store. I do not know if this is what the floral name would be on this. Just so real looking. So if you know what plant or flower this is, let me know in the comments. But I do like that. And then of course the vase that it was in, this gives me mid-century modern vibes. It has, the vase is a metal band in the middle, sandwiched or pancaked between 2 thick pieces of glass. And you can fill that with water. That is closed. And it's snug right up against the glass. And that would hold your bouquet. Like so. And I apologize for the reflection. But, yeah. I think I've shown this before. I think I had another bouquet in this a few months ago. And I think I meant to list that vase, but it got tucked back onto the shelf. So I'm listing that now. Crocs. Oh, this is the season for Crocs, wouldn't you say? This is an American General Star pottery. I call this golden yellow. It has the 3 bands. The maker, American General, is on its bottom. Again, this is one of my favorite colors for autumn. Right here, mustard yellow. That's what I call it. I showed you the pumpkin. The candle, okay. Oh, a little on the brighter side is another bouquet, another faux floral. I don't believe there's actually a plant name for this one. I think it's just meant to be brilliant. Is some fuzzy balls. Now I have 4 of these stems, and unlike the other floral that I will sell as a bouquet, I'm gonna list these separately. And with any of my items that I have multiple quantities of, I always have what's called a volume discount. So say if you buy 1, you get it at a certain price. And then if you buy 2, then it's a certain amount off. 3, there's even more off. And if you get all 4, that's the best % off. So that's a brilliant. I love the colors for autumn. A little orange, a little yellow, a lot of bright. Now this is, the only thing on the bottom is my inventory marker. And disclaimer, it does have a chip on its bottom, as you can see, which you will see on the outside, but the chip is on its bottom. And I don't usually like to list things on my eBay that have chips, but when they are just so unique, or just something that really catches my eye, I have to. Now, snap peas or green beans, the blue, the green, the colors are just fantastic. So it's a tall vessel or canister or vase. I don't know. What would you use this for? Today, it's for my florals. Oh, let's see. Now, I have 3 items that I'm going to show you that are already listed in my eBay store. And I'm going to touch upon that, you know, how selling on eBay can sometimes be a waiting game. And these have been there for quite some time. But I'm hoping that they sell soon, because I think it's now the season. These are actually artist painted pie tins that are hung from a twig wreath. This one is, what is this, pear and apple? Now this one does not have a signature, or at least not one. I don't think there's a signature. No, I'm sorry. There is a signature on the front. And so these were wonderfully painted by this artist named Anne. I don't know who Anne is, however. And it's a wreath. It does come with a hang rope. And the other one, very similar, different art. And it's not, I don't see the artist name on the front. What I do see is Anne on the back. Again, this is another pie tin that's been painted by Anne and put in the middle of a twig wreath. Strawberries and I guess strawberry blossoms. So both of these are really nice. And both of these are in my eBay store right now. What I do especially over the last couple of years, and especially over the last couple of years, you know, my goal has been to whittle down my inventory because I no longer have a booth, but I have two very full storage garages. Is my goal on eBay is to price things well to sell. My goal is always, you know, realistically 30 to 60 days. Lots of things do sell within 30 realistically, often between 30 and 60. But if those items are still in my eBay store at day 90, then I usually take some different action. Now, there are reasons for that, you know. It's just now, in particular, this is an antique tray, and I'm going to show you the back, but I do not believe that stamp, that black stamp, will show up really well. I'll try. But it's Thurston and Kingsbury. It's an advertising tray, about 17 by 14 inches. It does have a lot of paint wear, but it's precious. Like I said, it's from the early 1900s, and it actually came from a store, a tea and coffee and extract selling shop in Bangor, Maine. And this is an example of something that may take a while to sell, because you need to find the right buyer and the right price. And pricing an item like this is challenging, because there was nothing that I could compare it with on eBay or other. I found a few over the last many months, but you know, they're all in different condition. So, but never this one, never this beautiful couple. By the way, do you know them? If you do, let me know who they are. I think they're precious too. But you know, I've had this up on my eBay. It remains on eBay. And what I do with items like that is I go in periodically and I decrease the price incrementally. And then after 90 days, if it's still there in my eBay store, then I pull it out and I relist it. Now, the process that I use for relisting on eBay, which gives me the better, I guess you could say, outlook on the algorithm being shown, best match, is to use the sell similar. I do not just take the item and use the relist button. I never do that. I always sell similar. What it does is it comes up with the format, everything, photos of what you had, and then you can make any changes, change your photos and move, just if you feel like the listing itself needs some change, then go ahead and do that, and then hit list. And then the price that I pick may be somewhere in that, I guess you said range. I think when I priced this initially, I had a pretty high price on it. And I think I've gotten over the past 90 days, and actually I've had that tray on eBay for more than 90 days. It's been almost a year. I think I have found a comfortable price. And now it's just a matter of finding the right buyer. And as far as finding the right price, I'm not an expert. It's always a learning experience for me. Things are always changing. There are trends. There are things that are selling now, today, yesterday, and then there are sitters. And I'm considered I guess what I call myself is an everything seller. So I have a variety of items, and so even when times, selling on eBay can be a little bit sluggish, I tend to focus on what things people need more than what they want, because you're more likely probably as a buyer to buy things that you truly need more than, what you really want. We all wanted to buy things. I think we'd buy it all, right? But and that's where I'm at with those three items, is that I think I have found myself a comfortable price, and now it's just a matter of waiting for the right buyer. Well, I thank you for joining me today. And I hope there's a favorite. I'll tell you what my favorite is. It's this pumpkin. It's the Martha Stewart pumpkin. It's everything about it. It's how realistic it is, the color. And for those of you who love Martha Stewart, then this one's for you. And of course, I think I already said, if you know this couple, let me know, because I think they are just, they're precious. They are precious. That's it. I think I showed you about a baker's dozen, and I talked a little about how I decorate for autumn. And you know, as a seller, you just need, even though you may not be decorating your booth or your home, you need to get your items out there, because there are people looking for those items, and that's what I started today. So thank you for watching. I'm on in one of my 2 storage garages midweek every week. If you haven't yet subscribed, I do ask for you to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't yet put your thumbs up, I would love that too. That helps my channel. And I really, truly appreciate those of you who have begun or have already begun, you know, bought something from me in my eBay store. And just a reminder, I talked about it in my last video. Starting next month, I'll be putting in adding a coupon to my video so that you as a buyer can get a discount when you shop in my eBay store. And even now, before that coupon comes out, I invite you to browse. So enjoy the rest of your summer, whatever is left of it, and no matter where you are. And I'll see you again next week. Thank you.